We all have big goals. Lose weight, make more money, start a business, get in shape. But why do so many of these big goals fail? Is it because we're lazy? No. The truth is we want to make massive change in our lives all at once. But real growth happens in small, consistent steps. Just 1% better every single day. You might think, okay, how can I be 1% better at being an entrepreneur? How can I be 1% better at making YouTube videos? But you can't. You can't get 1% better at abstract concepts. You have to get 1% better at showing up every day and doing the work. You have to get 1% better at building relationships with people. 1% better at controlling your emotions. When you wake up tomorrow, what will you be 1% better at? Because if you do this consistently, even if it's just 1% over a year, you will be 37 times better at that thing. Well, that's insane. Tiny wins compound. Now let's talk about tiny losses, because every time you lose 1%, whether it's your health or your finances or your confidence or your relationships, those things compound too. Pretty soon you're down 98%. We've all been there before. This is the mindset shift that changed everything for me. What are 5 small things that you can do every single day that will make you 1% better? I'm going to give you 5 examples from my own life. Number 1, mind. I read for 10 minutes. Now it doesn't matter what book I'm reading. I just need to sit down and read for 10 minutes. This has completely changed the way I think. I consume a ton of content. I read like 50 books a year, but I don't do that on weekends. It's the consistency of just 10 minutes a day. And that 10 minutes compounds. Every 10 minutes turns into 1 hour, which turns into 5 hours, which turns into multiple books. And then you wake up one day and you realize you've consumed all this knowledge. You've met all these interesting people, and it's just changed the way you think. In fact, just last week, I was talking to someone and they said something that really helped me. I said, "How did you learn how to do that?" And they said, "I just spent a little bit of time learning every single day." Number 2, body. I move. I don't always feel like working out, but if I can just get myself to move for 5 minutes, then usually I can build from there. So sometimes it's a walk, sometimes it's stretching, sometimes it's a full-on workout. But the key is just to show up and do something. And I find that if I do some kind of movement every single day, then it builds the habit of going to the gym and working out and taking care of my body. Number 3, spirit. I journal for 1 sentence. I write down what I'm grateful for and how I'm feeling. This has brought me so much clarity. A lot of us spend a lot of time trying to find answers, when the answers are right here inside of us. We just need to start writing them down. Journaling for just 1 sentence has had a huge impact on my life. Number 4, discipline. I make my bed. Now it seems so simple, but there's a quote that says, "A tidy house is a happy house." I find that when I make my bed in the morning, it sets the tone for the rest of the day. If I can complete a task and check it off my list first thing in the morning, it wires my brain for follow-through. Number 5, digital boundary. I don't touch my phone for the first 30 minutes of the day. When you wake up, don't let your phone lead you. Lead it. Check it after you brush your teeth, after you make your bed, after you do some journaling, after you have your coffee, whatever it is. Lead your day instead of reacting to your phone. These aren't groundbreaking ideas. There's nothing here that's going to blow your mind. But it's the compounding effect that happens when you put these small, consistent actions together. As a culture, we tend to over-romanticize big wins and big moments. And we forget that those big wins are the result of 1% improvements every single day. Athletes don't become great overnight. Entrepreneurs don't start successful businesses in a weekend. Artists don't produce their best work in a burst of inspiration. Put in the reps, they show up. They do the work day after day, week after week, month after month. So remember this quote: consistency beats intensity when intensity isn't consistent. Forget about being perfect. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stay steady. And if you can do that, stay small, stay consistent. Wake up one day and you look around and you realize you're unrecognizably better than you were yesterday. See you next time.